whatever it is, right? Okay. Anyone has taken the exams, right? If yes, you can just type in the chat box yes. All right. If no, then a no will do. All right. Okay. I just want to know this because, you know, like this is important that, because like I said, since the new SPM format is following the Cambridge format, right? I just want to know. Yes, guys, girls, anyone? No, all right, okay. So if because why I ask this one, because if you have taken, you know, like any form of this exam, right? Okay, Cambridge exam, right? Okay, KET, PET, and so on, right? Okay, you all should be familiar with this new format of SPM, all right? Okay, so that's why I was asking just now, right? Okay, but no problem, no problem. I'll just explain, all right? Okay, if you all have any doubt, right? Okay, so please feel free to stop me and ask me, all right? Okay, I like that, right? I like that, right? Okay, because you have to make it worthwhile, right? Okay, so when we are having any kind of workshop, you know, like your satisfaction is important for me, right? Okay, as a teacher, right? Okay, I always feel that, you know, like if the student is satisfied, I'm happy, right? Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt, right? Okay, about anything, right? Okay, since you all are not familiar with this Cambridge, you know, like format, right? Okay, so it might be a little bit different for you, right? Okay, so the previous SPM format, you know, like we have used, you know, like the old ones, right? Okay, that might be something familiar for you all, right? Okay, but this might be something new, right? Okay, so no worries, we will go step by step, right? Okay, and I will explain few things, all right? Okay, then after that, I will show you the format, all right? Okay, and I also will show you guys the question paper, all right? Okay, and we may try to do some of the question paper if, you know, we have time, right? Okay, we have time, definitely we'll try. Especially paper one, all right? Okay, paper one, I will explain to you guys what is paper one, right? What we have for paper one and so on, right? Okay, as you all know that, you know, like we are focusing on this 4 skill in English, right? Okay, which is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All right, okay, these are the 4 skills being tested here, right? Okay, the 4 paper that you have also is based on that skills, right? Okay, so some of it I don't think we can, you know, like practice, all right, later when we have time, right? Okay, if you have time. So but some of it we can practice, especially the paper one, all right? What is paper one? All right, okay, let's go to that, all right? Okay, just hold on. I would like to share the slides. Okay, just hold on. Right, okay. Okay, all right. So this is paper one, all right? Okay, so when we talk about paper one, all right, okay, we are talking about reading and use of English, all right? Okay, so I think this is something similar to previous years, right? Okay, but you know, like I said, it depends on the questions, right? Okay, so the question is a little bit, you know, like different from what you all used to know, right? Okay, so let's take a look at, all right, okay, the number of questions, all right, you have 40, right? Okay, and it carries 40 marks, all right? Okay, there are 5 parts there, right? There are 5 parts, okay, that we are, you know, like focusing here, all right? Okay, so the type of task that you have, right? Okay, 3 option MCQ, right? Okay, multiple choice question, right? Okay, so we are talking about 3 option, all right? 3 option. Okay, then when for the close, right? Okay, you have 4 option, right? Okay, something I think you all are aware of, right? Okay, and for the longer text, right? For the longer text, there will be one part there which has a longer text and it has 4 options, right? MCQ, all right, questions, all right? Okay, then you also have a gap text, then something that you all are aware, right, from your previous SPM format, which is matching and information transfer, right? Which was, you know, in that old format as well, right? Okay, so the time allocation is 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, and the weighting, right? Okay, the overall score, right? Okay, so this contributes 25% of overall score. All right. Okay, so this paper one. Okay. All right. Before we move in detail, right? Okay, there's one thing I would like to tell you about this time allocation. I am someone who like to, you know, like give a lot of importance to time, right? Okay, time management is very, very important, right? Okay, when we are doing exam, right? Okay, the problem that normally students face is, you know, when they do not have enough time, right? Okay, why normally this thing happens is because students, they tend to waste time, right, in certain, you know, like parts. Okay, all right, you have 5 parts. All right, so you have to allocate time for certain parts. All right. Okay, and it depends on the questions. Okay, and you know, like if anything, right? Okay, for one question, normally I will tell the students to allocate 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes. If you think that it's kind of like short, right? Okay, then you can take another extra minute, right? Okay, which is like total of 3 minutes. Okay, if you were to go more than that, then you all are in trouble. All right. Okay, then definitely you all will face, you know, like problem in any of the parts. All right. Okay, and another reason is why you need to time yourself is, all right, okay, it gives you extra time later to check your answers. All right. Okay, because sometime when we are doing, you know, the questions, all right, the first time, right? Okay, we tend to do it, right? Okay, and we do not, you know, focus on the, you know, like the question or 2 or 3 times, right? Okay, but when you have extra time, there's, you know, like there's a chance for you to check again, double confirm, right? Okay, whether the answer that you have given or the answer that you have chosen, right? Okay, is correct. Okay, so that's why I am, you know, like putting a lot of stress on time here, right? Okay, so I hope you guys are, all right, okay, aware of that. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is what we are focusing here. All right. Okay, so like I mentioned just now, right? Okay, there are 5 parts, right? Okay, so the first part here, right? The task type is 3 option, multiple choice, short text. Okay, later we will take a look at all this. All right, later we take a look at all this, but it's just, this is just an overview. All right. Okay, later we will look into it. All right, and we will try to attempt, you know, like in each part, maybe we will try to attempt 2 questions, right? Okay, you all can give your answers and everything, right? Okay, all right. Let's take a look at the first part here, right? Okay, then you have 3 option, multiple choice, okay, short text, okay, and number of items, right? Okay, the main number of questions, all right? Okay, you have 8, all right? So 8 short text of no more than 90 words per text, each followed by 3 option, multiple choice item, all right? Okay, so how to do this? Okay, that is something that I'll explain to you guys later when we see the questions. All right. Okay. If I were to say now, you guys can't relate it because, you know, we are not looking at the question, right? Okay. So there's no need for us to, you know, talk about that now, right? Okay. So let's go to part 2. So part 2, you have 4 option, multiple choice, close. All right. Okay. So if you ask me, right? Okay. The part 1, I will say that it's kind of like easier compared to part 2. All right. Okay. Because you only have 3 option, multiple choice in the part 1, whereas in the part 2, you have 4 option. All right. Okay. Why I say that, right? Okay. Later I will explain to you guys again. All right. Okay. So here you have 10 questions here, and the format is an extended text. All right. 250 to 300 words. All right. Okay. And with 10 items removed, which 4 possible options for each item. All right. Okay. That's why this makes it a little bit hard for the students. All right. But as always, you know, there's always a technique. All right. Okay. A solution for everything. Right. Okay. So later you look into that. All right. Okay. Now let's go to part 3. Same, right? Similar to part 2, right? Okay, 4-option multiple choice. All right, you have 8 questions and 1 extended text. Okay, the text format is 650 to 700 words. So normally it will be extract from a novel or magazine, right? Okay, with 4-option multiple choice items. Okay, later we'll look into that, right? Okay, so part 4, right? Okay, we have get text. Okay, something which you all should be familiar by now, right? Okay, in my opinion, right? So you have 6, right? Okay, questions there, and the text is around 350 to 450 words, from which 6 sentences have been removed and placed in jumble order after the text. Okay, candidates decide from where in the text the sentences have been removed. Okay, so I think you all know this, right? Okay, gap text, okay, is something very, very common. All right, okay. All right, and the same thing goes to the last part, which is part 5, matching and information transfer. Okay, right, you all should be familiar with this one. Okay, so number of items, right, 8, right? Okay, various inputs type with total word count of no more than 370 words. Okay, tasks could include completion of notes, diagrams, matching tasks, and short answers questions, right? Okay, so this is basically about what you call this part 1. Paper 1, all right, okay, reading and use of English, all right, you have 5 parts, okay, but there's nothing to be worried, all right, okay, like I said, okay, if you all follow the technique, all right, okay, if you all use the correct strategy, all right, okay, to answer, and on the top of that, like I mentioned previously, time management, then there should not be any problem, all right, okay, all right. Let's go to paper 2 now, right? Let's go to paper 2 now. Okay, so paper 2, writing. All right, okay. I don't think students' favorite paper. All right, not a lot of students like writing. All right, okay, understandable. I understand. All right, okay. So we have number of parts, 3 parts. Okay, which carries 60 marks. All right, okay. And the task type is, you have a short communicative message, okay, which is an email, right? Okay, this is why I just think that for this task, the first one, right? Okay, I'm sure you all are, right? Okay, good at writing email, all right? Okay, so if you all say that, oh, I do not write email. So I don't believe that, because we are living in a technological, era, right? Okay. So for you to say that, oh, I do not know how to write email, right? Okay. I think that will be an understatement, I believe, right? Okay. I do believe that all of you know how to write email. It's just that matter of the format. If you get the format, and if the format is not a very complicated one, it's a very easy one, right? Okay. So should not be a problem. I really think that you all can score a really good mark for this part 1, all right, with this short communicative message, which is an email, right? Okay, so you should nail down at least like around 15 to 20 marks, all right? Okay, so you should, right? Okay, I do believe you all are capable, right? Okay, you all be able to, right? Okay, all right, let's go to number 2 here. So part 2, you have guided writing, okay, essay. All right, okay, but this is not like like where the essay which follows a certain format, right? Okay, it doesn't. All right, okay, so you just need to, all right, okay, follow the the required task. Okay, they will ask you to include certain things in that particular essay, and if you have that, all right, okay, then you have all the chance in the world to score a very, very good mark for this one also. All right, okay, really, okay. So part 1 and part 2 actually is not that difficult, all right, it's not that difficult, right? Okay, but all right, okay, if the paper is that easy, it won't make sense, right? Okay, so yeah, so testament to that, all right, okay, there comes part 3, right? So part 3 is where you have this extended writing task. Okay, you have to choose from 3 options. There'll be 3 options, all right, okay. So the 3 options can be from report, an article, all right, review, all right, okay, story, all right, okay. So this is where, all right, okay, you all need to be aware of the format of writing an article, right? Okay, format of writing a story, right? Okay, so you have three options, all right? Okay, obviously you can go for the one that you think is easy, but things do not work like that, all right? Okay, things do not work like that. Okay, sometimes you may think that, like let's say there's a question about you need to write a book review, right? Example, right? Okay, you see the other two option, you are not that, like keen on, doing that, right? Okay, but you see, the third question example, right? Okay, you see a book review and you see the topic is kind of like something enticing for you, like you think like, wow, this look nice, but at the same time you have some doubts about the format and you are not so sure, right? Okay, so that's why I say it can be complicated, all right? It can be complicated. It's not it's not all black and white, right? Okay, so later we look into that, all right? Okay, talking about Cambridge earlier, right? Okay, that this is the part that, like even in the Cambridge exams, all right? Okay, where student, right? Okay, normally they struggle. Okay, this is the part, all right? Okay, so later we look into that, all right? What are the things we can do, right? Like I said, everything has a solution. Later I'll let you guys know, right? Okay, so the time allocation is 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, 1.5 hours, right? Okay, and this also, again, class, guys, girls, right? Okay, you have to focus on the timing, all right? Timing is really, really vital, because if you don't time yourself, again, especially for writing paper, students always, like complain, right? Okay, they always say that, oh, teacher, I mean, we do not have enough time, right? Okay, so this is their normal complaint, right? Okay, so that is the most common complaint, right? Okay, then you have to work on that, right? Okay, time management. So you set a certain amount of time, all right? Okay, for what do you call this? All right, part one, right? Part two, part three, all right? And you practice that, right? You practice that. Practice, all right? Okay, does make you all better, right? Okay, so you have to think about that, all right? Okay, so part one, part two, part three, all right? Okay, so this also carries a 25% of your overall score, right? Okay, all right, let's take a look at this one. So I just explained to you guys. Okay, let's take a look a little bit detail. All right. Okay. So part one, as I mentioned, all right, is an email. All right. You have to give a short response, about 80 words. About 80 words. Okay. Right. Okay. If you're wondering, okay, is it possible for me to write a long email? Right. Okay. In my understanding, email, if you want to write long, can, but actually the keyword there is about 80 words. All right. If they already stated in the instruction that about 80 words, I will recommend you all to stick to that, right? Okay. You might be someone who is a good writer, you don't like to write, like for 80 words, you are someone who, like to write, what? Oh, I'm a 200 words writer, all right? I prefer 300. Okay, but you have to curb your enthusiasm and you have to follow the instruction. That's it. Okay, simple. All right, part two, like I mentioned, all right, guided writing essay, right? Okay, a longer text. Okay, but this one is 125 to 150. All right, okay. If you were to compare this, to something that you guys write, okay, I will compare this to summary. All right, okay, yeah. Normally you write your summary for what? Basically around 120, right, in the old format, all right, of course, right? Okay, so we don't have summary here, right? Okay, so I don't know whether you guys fond of summary or what, I have no idea, right? Okay, but no problem. I think this one also is a good one, and then you should be able to get a good mark for this one, right? Part three, extended writing, all right, a choice of 3 questions, right? Like I say, candidates have to choose one from an article, review, report, or story, all right? Basically, this 4 will be the most common ones, all right? Okay, so you have to choose from that, and you have to write 200 to 250. All right. Okay. So this is the longest one. This is the extended writing. Right. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at part 3. Okay. Speaking. Okay. So as you all know, right. Okay. In the old format, right. Okay. The importance, right, was not that given on speaking. All right. Okay. But here, all right. Okay. As you can see, this, speaking, all right, okay, is very important. And they, I mean, one thing I really like about Cambridge exam is the way they conduct the speaking exam, all right, okay, and the fact that, like SPM also adopted the same format, I'm glad actually, okay. This will really give the opportunity to students to practice speaking first of all right, okay, and like it gives them, like a chance to improve themselves, right, okay, all right. uh we have three parts, okay, total of 24 marks, okay, all right, okay. Format is pass, I mean you will go in pass, all right, okay. You will take this, like this paper 3, the speaking, it will be conducted in pass, all right, okay. So there are three task types here, right, okay. The first one is an interview, right, okay, 4 questions for each speaker, all right, 4 questions for each speaker, right, okay. So basically what they will ask, if you're wondering, right, okay, later we will take a look into that, what normally they'll be asking, all right, okay. Number 2 though, is individual, all right, okay, long term, 1 question for each speaker, all right, okay, 1 question for each speaker. But that's one thing there that later I will explain to you guys also, right, okay. So part 3 is discussion task, okay, 2 questions for a pair, right, 2 questions for pair. So this one, the longest part of this speaking is part 3, right? Part 3. Okay, time allocation is 12 minutes. Okay, and you should not go more than that, right? Okay. But if you were to think that, wow, 12 minutes, wow, that's kind of long, right? Okay. Actually, it's not, right? Okay. Actually, it's not, right? Okay. 12 minutes, it's not that long, right? Okay. So it is also 25% of overall score. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at it. What are the things they will focus on? All right. Okay. Here. So part 1 here, like I mentioned, it's an interview, 3 to 4 minutes. All right. Okay. The interlocutor, all right, okay, or the examiner, right, ask questions about familiar topics. Okay. So the part 1 should not be that difficult. All right. Okay. Part 1 should not be that difficult because normally it's about yourself, your family, all right, okay, your hobby, all right, okay, your daily routine, all right, okay, your school, your friends, okay, right, your family members, right, okay, your pastime activities, all right, okay. So something's like this. Okay, so this is something easy and it should not give you any problem, right, because you are talking about your own experience, you are talking about yourself, all right, okay, everyone that you know, right, okay. So it should not be a problem, all right, okay. Part 2, this is individual long term, right, okay, 3 to 4 minutes for both candidates, all right, for both candidates, okay, all right, okay. Candidate A speaks for 1-2 minutes and on a given topic, all right, okay. Candidate B answer a short question on the same topic, all right, okay. Then candidate swap role. That means let's say there are two students, right, okay. So candidate A and candidate B, right, okay. So I give one topic to candidate A, all right, okay. I ask question, right? Candidate A talks about it, right? Okay, then candidate B will listen, all right? Okay, will listen and will share some opinion on that particular topic, all right? Okay, then I will ask a question to candidate B, all right? Okay, the candidate B need to talk about it for 1-2 minutes. Then after that, I will ask candidate A about that particular question, all right? Okay, so it's important that you listen, all right, okay. You all have to listen because you guys will be sitting together, right, okay. It's not that, oh, let him talk, I'm not going to listen. It's not being like that, right, okay. So don't worry about it, okay. So that is part 2, right, okay. Like I mentioned, part 3, right, okay, will be the longest, right, okay, 4 to 5 minutes, okay. So candidates discuss a topic in past and must then come to a decision to answer a given question, all right, okay. So here, all right, you have to come to an agreement, all right, okay. You have to make a decision, right, okay. If you're wondering what if you can't make a decision, well, I'll let you know later what you all have to do, right, okay. Then the same time you have to answer another question, right, okay, related to that particular topic, all right, okay, the particular topic that they have given you, right, okay. So you have to they will expand, all right, from that particular topic and you have to answer them, all right, okay. That's it. All right. So that is basically about speaking. All right. Okay. Let's go to paper 4. All right. Okay. Listening. Okay. When it comes to listening, all right. Okay. In my experience, okay, working, like at international schools, right. Okay. Colleges, universities, right. I've taught IELTS, okay, International English Language Testing System. I've taught, like this at Chinese school. Currently, I'm still attached to Chinese school, right? Okay. Like when it comes to listening, right? Okay, right? Students always have problem, right? Okay, students always have problem. Maybe because it's a skill that been, like abandoned, right? Okay. Normally at school, right? Okay, at school, they do not give too much of importance on listening, right? Okay, it's a skill that normally teachers abandon, right? Okay, they don't give the importance they give on the same level as writing, all right, okay, or other skills, right? Okay, uh, that's why this will be, all right, could be, all right, okay, difficult for you all right, but as usual, if you follow the techniques, all right, it should not be, right? Okay, why? All right, okay, part 1, I really expect, all right, okay, you all to do well in part 1, all right, because there'll be 30 questions, right? 30 questions. That's why 30 marks. All right. Okay. There'll be 4 parts. Okay. So there are task types. Okay. Option MCQ, matching, note completion. Right. Okay. So part 1 should not be a problem. All right. Okay. One advantage that you guys have. All right. Okay. One advantage that you guys have compared to IELTS or International English Language Testing System, or in this case, some other listening exams, right? Okay, the audio track is played twice. Okay, whereas in IELTS exam only once, right? Okay, so that's why I think that you all have like an advantage, right? Okay, so part 1 you all should be able to try your best. Okay, part 2 as well, right? Part 2 as well. Okay, the difficult one here is part 3. Okay, part 3. Why? Well, later I'll show you guys. You can see for yourself why it's difficult. All right. Okay. All right. So again, same 25% of the overall score. Right. Okay. All right. So that's that. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the task type and so on. All right. Okay. In detail. All right. So part 1, you have 3 option multiple choice. All right. Questions. Right. Okay. Number of questions. You have 7. Right. Okay. 7 short unrelated dialogues or monologues. Okay. So the meaning for question 1 until 7. All right. Question 1, there'll be one audio. Question 2, there'll be a different audio. Question 3, there'll be a different audio. 4. Okay. It goes on. Right. Okay. Until question number 7. All right. Okay. So that is part 1. All right. It's not one audio where you have to answer 7 questions and that only about that particular one audio. No, it doesn't. All right. It's not, right? Okay. It doesn't work like that, right? Okay. So it's first question, one audio, first audio, second audio for second question, third audio for third question, right? Okay. That's how it works. Okay. All right. So that's why I said the fact that you all will hear this twice, is an advantage, right? Okay. So second, this one, 3 option multiple choice also, but this one, it's not like one question, one audio. This is one long audio, right? Okay. So that 8 question is related on this particular one audio. Okay. This is a little bit difficult, but you still can do this, all right? Okay, with the correct strategies, all right? Okay. Part 3, matching, all right? Okay, 5 short monologue text of approximately 50 words, all right? Okay, right, with 7 options given, all right? This one, it looks, all right, okay, difficult, but actually it's not, all right? Okay, later we'll take a look at it, right? Okay, all right, let's go to number 4. Yeah, this is the hardest part, all right? Okay, in this listening, all right? Note completion, right? Okay, so there are 10 questions, okay, and it carries the highest mark, all right, of any of the parts, right? Okay. A neutral or informal dialogue, okay, interview, or like of 600 or 650 words. Okay. Candidates complete gap summary text with 1 word per gap, right? Okay. So you can only use one, like what is this? 1 word, right? Okay. Even though you can listen twice, okay, this is hard, right? Okay, this is hard, okay, but there is a strategy for this, all right? Okay, so later we will look into that, all right? We will look into that, all right? Okay, how to do this thing, right? Okay, all right. So I think basically that's all right? Okay, about the overview, right? Okay, an overview of all this. Okay, so now let me show you guys the format, all right, in detail, right? Okay, and we will go to paper by paper, all right? Okay, so just hold on for a while. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you all asked a lot of question there, and I didn't notice. I'm really sorry. Okay, because I didn't see your questions. I'm really, really sorry. All right. Okay. Now let me answer your questions. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. No Riza asking, right? Are they going to deduct points if the student asks them to repeat the question? So if you are talking about the listening, is it the listening? Is it the listening? Speaking. All right. No, 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 no. They're not gonna deduct your marks or anything, right? Okay. No, 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 no. They're not gonna deduct, right? Don't worry about it. Okay. So when it comes to speaking, you don't need to be worried, right? Okay. Later I will explain to you guys in detail so that you guys will understand. And Shami is one is asking, like teacher, when we accidentally misspoke a word, does that mark as 1 point out of speaking test? All right. Or is it actually um you see, this is one thing I like about this Cambridge, like format of speaking, right? Okay, I'm really, really glad that like SPM also is going to use this. Uh, the focus is not on your grammar, all right? The focus is not on your grammar, all right? Okay, you must understand. Okay, the skill that we are focusing here, guys, girls, right? Okay, so later I'll explain to that, right? Okay, I'll explain the score and everything, right? Okay, if we have time, right? Okay, but uh, let's look at this, right? The focus here is not at your grammar, not at your pronunciation, all right? Okay, it's nothing to do with that, right? Oh, I am not that good at English, or maybe my accent, like it's not that good, or maybe maybe I sound weird, right? Okay, or my vocab, like is limited, right? Okay, so all these things going to affect my marks? The simple answer is no. That's it. You know why? Because this is contextual speaking. Okay, contextual speaking means, okay, when people ask you a question, example, right? Example, let's say I ask you a question. What is your name? Right? What is your name? Okay. Let's say your answer is all right. Okay. Your answer is okay. Let me choose any of your name here. Right. Okay. I can choose any. Okay. Who asked this question? Okay. Elisa is asking. Okay. All right. Let's say Elisa. Right. I ask you a question. The examiner is asking a question. Can we know what's your name, please? All right. Okay. Then you say, oh, my name is Elisa. Okay. Thank you. That's a short question and there's a short answer. Okay, good. Right. Okay. Can you tell us about your hobbies? Right. Okay. Let's say they ask you a question. Right. Okay. Can you tell about your hobbies or your pastime activity and everything? And your answer is like, oh, I play. Okay. You see, they're asking you about pastime. Let's say you are talking about like. Something which is not related, right? Something is totally not related, all right? Okay. Oh, that what do you call? That restaurant has the best food. Whenever I go inside, I will just order seafood and everything. And they're asking about your pastime activity, right? But you are talking about the food that you eat, right? Okay, which is totally irrelevant, all right? Totally irrelevant. Okay, so the thing is, when they ask you a question, what is your pastime? All right. Okay, what is your pastime? You give the answer about your pastime. That's it. Okay, and if you're gonna give a lot of information about your pastime, don't worry. But you are giving relevant information to the question. Okay, relevant information to the question. All right. Okay. Yeah. You don't need to be formal. You don't need to be formal. All right. Okay. The question will be, okay, the first part will be basically will be like a random question that they won't show you any picture and anything, right? Okay. It'll be a random question, right? Okay. About your hobby, about your family, about your what do you call this? Your interests, right? Okay. What you like to do and everything. Okay. That one is not a problem. The second part is where they will show you a picture. All right. Okay. They will show you a picture, and you don't need to be afraid thinking that you have to come out on your own. There's no such thing as that. Oh, you have to come up with so many points and everything. No. The points will be there. It's just that you have to look into the points and you have to make sense of the point. You have to process the ideas there, and you have to put it in your word. All right. Okay. And you have to give information. That's it. Okay. And if you're wondering, if we were short, all right, okay, let's say they ask you a question and you give a very short response. Okay. I will say that normally the examiner, right, okay, when they ask you a question, right, they have a time limit. Okay, they know the time limit, right? The examiner, the interlocutor, they know the time limit, right? Okay, so let's say you are talking, keep talking, all right, they will stop you by saying that they will stop you by saying that thank you. If they say thank you to you, then you should stop. All right. Okay. It's no problem. But that doesn't mean that you are waiting for them to say thank you and you are talking irrelevant things. And that is not right also. That's not right also. Right. Okay. That is not right also. Yeah. All right. It's about, like contextual speaking. All right. Okay. The context they have given you, the question they have given you, right? Okay. The question they ask you, if you manage to answer that, then you are good. All right. There's nothing to worry. Okay. There's nothing to worry about it. All right. Okay. You don't need to worry about your grammar. No need to worry about your pronunciation. No need to worry about your vocab. No need to worry about anything. All right. Okay. It's just that just speak, express yourself. Anyway, guys, girls, right? Okay. Speaking. When we talk about speaking, what is speaking? Speaking is something happens when we express ourselves, right? If you were to keep everything within you, right? Okay, there's no no any expression, right? Okay, so you have to express yourself. All right. Okay, so some questions, right? Okay, some question, right? Okay, if they ask you a question, a simple question, okay. Yeah, just talk to them, right? Okay, but like I say, don't talk irrelevant, all right, okay, to the topic. All right, if the topic is asking about a name and you are talking about your future partner, all right, and that is totally irrelevant, right? Okay, so be mindful of that particular question that they ask you, then you are safe. All right, no problem, there should not be any problem, right? Okay, so since you are in pair, especially part 3, right, okay, and part 2, all right, you all have to work together, right? This is, don't think of it as, oh, I am in for this for myself, right? This is about me. If I speak well, hey, I'm gonna get a good mark here. I don't care about the person who's sitting next to me. Let's say you do not know the person, right? Okay, if you are taking this at the school, it's not a problem, right? Okay, if you're not taking this at the school, right? Okay, maybe the person who's sitting next to you will be someone that you do not know, isn't it? Right? Okay, so you cannot think that I don't care about this person, this person is not that fluent, and I don't want to know about this one. All right. Okay, so the meaner, yeah, all right, that's a very good question, Elisa, right? Okay, so the meaner, you have to give and take, all right? Okay, you cannot dominate, all right? Okay, at the same time, you have to give equal opportunity to your partner, right? Okay, so let's say then they ask you to talk about it in the part 2, right? Especially part 3, right? You have to, like when once you already given the answer, then you ask your friend, what do you think about this? All right, okay, don't you think so? All right, okay, you ask that kind of like, you prompt that kind of like a response from your partner, all right? And your partner has to do the same, all right? Okay, that should be some kind of a conversation between you. Otherwise, if both of you are like working, separately, and you guys are thinking that, oh, this is for me, this guy got nothing to do with this, or this girl got nothing to do with me, right? And then it doesn't work out like that, right? Okay, so don't worry, we will look into a sample right later. Okay, you guys get a very clear picture, right, when you look into the sample, right, that you guys can understand, right, easily. All right, okay, all right, let me go to that. Okay, just hold on. What's this? All right. Just give me a minute. All right, I will just cancel this one and okay. All right, so just hold on for a while. Right, okay, so you take a look at this format. All right, okay, this is according to the CEFR, all right, okay, Common European Frame of Reference. Okay, we just slightly look at this, then after this, then we are straight away going to the sample papers, and maybe we'll try some of the paper there, right? Okay, all right, let's take a look at this one. Okay, just hold on. All right, okay. All right, so you look at this one, right? Paper 1, reading and use of English. All right, number of item 40, number of parts. Okay, 5. I already explained to you guys. All right, okay. So I think, all right, okay. There's all right, okay. Just take a look at this sample, right? Okay, this is sample question for part 1 and 2. All right, okay. Like I mentioned, there will be a short text. All right, where they will ask you a question. All right, okay. You have to choose from 3 options here, right? Okay, so part 2 here, sample task. Okay, text, okay, is a closed text, right? Okay, where you have to choose. Okay, so basically, if you're wondering, teacher, what they are testing here, they are testing here grammar items, of course, right? Tenses, okay, parts of speech, right? Okay, so of course, preposition, article, right? Okay, all these things, all right? Okay, they are focusing on here. Spelling, all right? Okay, all right. So all this thing will come here, right? Okay, so that is part 2, all right? So later you look into it in more detail, all right? Okay, so paper 2. All right, okay, so I already explained everything to you, right? Okay, so this is a question, all right? Okay, this is part 3, the one that I told you, right? Okay, where you have to choose from 3, all right? You have to choose from 3, okay, 3 different what do you call this questions, and you have to answer them. Example here, right? Okay, you see this notice on the board outside the school library. Articles wanted. Okay, my school canteen, right? Okay, so they have given you the points that you have to include, right? Okay, what are the other types of food would you like to be served? What special facilities should your canteen have? How can you improve your canteen? All right, okay, write us an article answering these questions. The best article will be displayed on the school magazine. So I mean, since the points are given there, right? Okay, what you need to include in your article, that should not be the problem. But you have to be very, very mindful of the format, right? Okay, if you get the format wrong, then everything going to be wrong, right? Okay, so that's what you have to be very careful about that, right? Okay, so later you look into that, right? Okay, so this is speaking, right? Okay, speaking. Okay, I think I'll just keep that. All right, I'll just go to the paper, right? Okay, so I think this one I just want to show you an overview again. All right, okay, so just hold on. So let's go to paper one. Okay, so some of you are asking, can we use American pronunciation? Well, no worries. You are allowed to use American pronunciation, right? Like I said, the main thing they are focusing here is not the pronunciation again. All right, okay, guys, girls, please get this. Pronunciation is not the important thing that they are focusing here. Like I mentioned, content. All right, okay. Did you give response, okay, to the question asked? That's it. All right, okay. Did you engage in a communication between with your partner? That's it. All right, okay. So there's nothing for you to be worried about your pronunciation and like your what do you call this, grammar and everything. I understand, like I know that you see, when it comes to language, right, when it comes to English, right, all language, any language in this matter, right, okay, students normally, they have this, the fear of, like, oh, what if my grammar is not correct, what if my pronunciation is not correct, what if my what you call intonation, stress, and so on, right? Okay, it's not correct. Okay, don't worry about it. All right, okay, you just express yourself, right? Just express yourself. All right, okay, everybody makes mistake. All right, okay, including myself. All right, being in this teaching field, like I've taught, like students from all over the world. Last time when I was working in this one international college, right? Okay, where students from all over the world came there to learn English, right? Okay, so it's nothing to do with like yeah, pronunciation means you see, what I mean here is uh, you cannot be that bad in terms, like like you see, what I mean here is pronunciation here means like the stress is not on the pronunciation, okay, because they are not asking you, all right, now I want you to pronounce the word, okay, the word is, okay, spectacular, can you pronounce? And after you pronounce, they're not gonna give you mark based on that. All right, that's what I mean. All right, okay, that's what I mean. Don't think that, oh, you have pronounced the word spectacular spectacularly. All right, okay, no, it's not that. Okay, so I want you guys to get that. All right, so what I mean here is why the pronunciation is important, because when they are asking you a question, all right, you see, if somebody asks me a question, all right, okay, uh, what is your like name, all right, okay, what is your name, all right, okay, if I'm going to say my name, do I need to make sure that, oh, I need to pronounce my name correctly with the correct intonation and stress? Do you think I'll be focusing on that? No, no way. I'll be like thinking that I'm just going to answer you. All right, that's it. That's what important, right? Okay, communication is important. So when we talk about speaking, we are talking about communication. All right, I'm not saying that grammar, pronunciation, intonation, phonetics, all these are not important. Not at all, right? But when it comes to speaking, all right, okay, the content comes in front, all right? After that, followed by the grammar, followed by everything, all right? Okay, so you see here, if you guys are, all right, if you do not know what to say at that moment, all right, okay, you can come up with something related. Like I say, do not come up with something which you are not like you shouldn't do, right? Okay, example, all right, okay, let's say they are talking about, all right, let's say example, all right, let's say they are talking about technology, right? And let's assume that you are a person that you guys are not that good at technology, all right, okay, you don't know anything about technology, all right, okay, but based on your little bit of understanding on technology, all right, okay, you can talk about the importance of it, all right, okay, don't tell people that you do not know something, all right, okay, and how you can tell the examiner that you do not know? By keeping quiet, right? Like what like Elisa is asking here, right? Okay, if you do not know what to say, what to do, right? Okay, you can keep quiet, right? You can keep quiet. If you keep quiet, that shows that you do not know. That's it. Okay, so when it comes to speaking, you always have to find a way to extend your like your speech, all right? Okay, whatever you are speaking, you have to, expand on that, right? Okay, example, I just give a simple example. If people ask you a very simple question, right? Hey, what is your name? What will be the common answer given by everyone, right? Oh, my name is Mutu, right? Example, right? Okay. But when people ask me that question, you know what answer I will give? People will ask me, what is your name? Oh, my full name is Mutu Kumaran, right? While the short name is Mutu. At my home, my family members and my relatives, they call me Kumaran, right? Where my friends, most of them, they call me Mutu, right? Do you know the meaning of Mutu and Kumaran? All right, okay. Mutu means pearl. Kumaran means son. So actually, I'm a son of pearl. All right, okay. I don't know whether I'm a son of pearl or not, but I think that I when I found out the meaning of my name, I thought it was cool, right? Okay, I would like to be a pearl. All right, okay. I would like to help people, right? Okay, hopefully I do. All right, so I like my name. All right, I like my name, and I also have my nickname. All right, okay. My nickname is David. All right, okay. So only some people that know me closely, they call me using that name. All right, so yeah, that's it. All right, you see, they just ask you a simple question. I'm talking about my nicknames. I'm talking about what my family members call me, what my friends call me, about, like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, right? Okay. I'm not asking you to go and search what do you call the meaning of your name. I'm just telling you, this is a one way, right? Okay. You always must have a, right, okay, like open-minded, like approach to everything, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That meaning, because you see, if you were to answer question, when people ask you a question, right, okay, people asking you a question, who are you? Human. What do you do? Sleep. What do you eat? Rice. What do you drink? Water. If this is how you're going to give answer to question, class, all right, guys, girls, all right, I don't think that person is asking question will ever ask you question again. All right, okay, no way. All right, no way, because they know that they will not get anything from you, because your response is very short. That shows that you are not interested to engage in the communication. All right, okay. So they will get a gist that, oh, this person doesn't like to talk, right? Okay, he'd like to give a short response. So that is the impression when you give a short response, okay, that you are giving to the examiner or anyone you are talking to, right? Okay, in this case, okay, so that's what I'm telling here, right? Okay, so but when you give a longer response, like what I did just now, right? Okay, people ask me what is my name, I'm telling them entire story about my name, origin, and so on. It's just an example. So people will like you. They think that, oh, you are someone who like to engage, you are a friendly person, isn't it? All right, okay. No. But for this exam, you don't need to give a description and everything. All right. I'm just telling you, right? Okay. Please learn to, expand your ideas. Don't keep it short. Okay. If you keep it short, in the long term, you do not know how to expand your ideas. Okay. Whether it's speaking, whether it's writing, both are connected. All right, okay. Speaking and writing are connected. Why students always have problem with writing? Because they also have problem with speaking, because they are afraid to speak. All right, okay. When you do not know how to speak, all right, because you see, some students, they have the content, right? Yeah, not too long, not too short, right? In between, right? In between, then you are fine, right? Okay. So some students have the idea. It's just that they are worried about all these things that you guys mentioned. Wow, teacher, my pronunciation is not that good. Oh, my vocab is limited. Oh my God, teacher, I use broken English. I'm so scared of speaking to others. Like this will be the normal, common, reasons why students don't like to talk given, right? Okay, so yeah, so that's the thing, right? Okay, if you guys need any kind of motivation, right, just give me a moment. Right, okay, if you guys need any motivation, all right, okay, all right, later I'll tell you something, all right, about me, all right, okay. I hope it motivates you, all right, okay, to think that English is not that difficult and you can do well in English, all right, okay. Later I'll tell that. All right, now let's go to this paper one, right? Okay, let's go to paper one. Okay, just hold on. Right, where's paper one? Okay, paper one. Okay, I think I found paper one. Okay, so class, be ready, right? Okay, because we will do some of the, some of the question here, right? Okay, for each part, we will try to do one question so that you guys have an idea. Oh, this is how it works. All right. Okay, this is how it works. Okay. No. I'm going to present now. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is part one, right? This is part one. Okay. This is part one. Okay. This is part one. So here, as you can see, right? The first question, right? Okay. So you have to read the text carefully in each question. Choose the best answer, A, B, C. For each question, mark the correct answer, A, B, C in your answer sheet. All right. Okay. Now, all right. So here, question number one. The purpose of the advertisement is what? Right. Okay. So always remember, guys, right? Always remember one thing. When we are talking about multiple choice, okay, when we are talking about multiple choice questions, right? Okay. The correct answer is one. The correct answer is one. Okay. All right. Fine. So the other two, you have to eliminate the answer. Why you need to eliminate the answer? If you do not eliminate the answer, you will, have problem, because that particular answer will play in your mind and it will give you an impression that, oh, this also could be an answer. So as far as, as fast as you could eliminate that one, right? Okay, irrelevant answer. All right. Okay. Because from the two remaining, one will the correct answer, another one is given same like the correct answer to just confuse you. All right, just confuse you. So you have to ask, all right, okay, here it's not only, oh, don't think this is like reading comprehension. I just read the text and I can find the answer there. All right, it doesn't work like that, right? You have to think, all right? You have to think what they're talking about here. All right, okay. So here, the purpose of the advertisement is, all right, okay, all right. So you must understand, all right, okay, what is an advertisement? Okay, the key word here is advertisement. Okay, purpose. All right. Okay. What is the purpose? Why they show this advertisement? All right. Okay. As you all know, logically, if you think, why we see advertisement in TV? Why they even show advertisement in TV? To introduce something new. All right. Okay. To give consumers, okay, information. All right. Okay. All right. So that is normally the purpose of an advertisement. But just because if you think, oh yeah, then teacher, A is the answer. Oh, I'm sure of it. All right. Okay. I'm going to go and, take A as answer. No, don't rush. Don't jump into conclusion. Right. Okay. This is where I will suggest you guys take it slowly. Right. Take it slowly. Okay. Now let's take a look at number one here. All right. Let's take a look at number one here. All right. I give you guys 1 minute. All right. Okay. Okay. If 1 minute is too much. All right. Okay. All right. Just take 2 minutes. Okay. So please read that, all right, and please give your answer in the chat box. Okay, after that we will discuss. Okay, Arman says C, A. Okay, I'm always seeing A here. There's only one answer I see, C. All right, some of them say C. All right, okay. Okay, B also. All right, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, so all of you are giving your answer, right? Okay, since I can see in the chat box, what do you call this? All three options, like are given as answer, right? Then I have to look at it carefully. All right. Okay, now, so as I said, all right. Okay, you look at the keyword here, the purpose. Advertisement. Everybody know the purpose of advertisement is to introduce a new product or to give explanation. Right. In the end is to make the consumer buy the product. If the consumer do not buy the product, there's no point you put that advertisement in the television, right? Okay, because advertising, like it's not easy. Okay, you have to pay a lot of money in order to do that, right? Okay, so the ultimate goal of the companies who come up with the products is to to convince the what do you call the consumer that their product is really good and they have to try it, right? Okay, so from that point of view, of course, A looks like a very good answer, right? Okay, to introduce a new tea product. Is there a new tea product? So you have to look at this one, the keyword, right? Okay, so you look at here, right? Okay, where you see that, yeah, you see this here. Okay, our latest tea has been perfected, right? Okay, perfected. Okay, so our latest tea has been perfected, right? Okay, so they are talking about something new, right? Okay, so new, latest, yeah, definitely correlates. Okay, and A is a good option. Keep A. Don't do anything. Don't jump into conclusion. Don't say that, oh, A is the answer. No, wait. B, to tell consumers how to identify good tea. All right. Okay, my question here is, did they say how to identify the good tea? All right. Okay, here forget about tell. The focus should be in identify good tea. Can you see anywhere here, guys, girls, right? Okay, any word that like shows that you have to identify? Yes or no? Can you see, right, any indication in the text that, right, okay, they are talking about identification? All right, no. All right, okay, so that is a clear, okay, picture. Right, when you can't see a single word of identification in the text, plus you can confidently cancel B, say bye-bye to B. All right, okay, bye-bye, there you go, B, right? Okay, because why you don't want to be sticking to B, you keep your options open, and what will happen, right? What will happen, that B will play into your mind. All right, okay, when you guys are looking for option, and you guys might be swayed to choose B. All right, okay, that's why I say bye-bye B. All right, okay, done with B, right? Okay, we are keeping A, we are looking at C now, right? Okay, to improve the sales of tea from the highlands. All right, okay, that to improve the sales from islands. Okay, if you think logically, all right, okay, to think logically, of course, the ultimate goal of like this advertisement to sell, right? Okay, and everything, but okay, the key word here is, okay, to improve the sales. Okay, all right, let's check here whether they are talking anything about improving the sales. All right, tea is a work of art and requires a master to draw out the best qualities. Okay, Klum, okay, in his famous book, We at the Good Morning Tea Company follow the same tradition, allowing tea drinkers to appreciate the art of the tea in its purest form with characteristic of the finest Highland teas. Our latest tea has been perfected. Okay, class. From what I see there, I don't see any mention of, oh, we are trying to improve our sales. Okay, oh, our previous tea sales, it's not that good. It's not doing that good. So we have come up with something new in order to improve our tea sales. Did they say that? I don't see it, right? Okay, I don't see it, right? Okay, so you can confidently take out C, right? Okay, now you already confidently take out B, confidently take out C, then I think you all know the answer is A. All right, okay, the answer is A. All right, okay, guys, so this is what I'm telling you guys. The Mina, you cannot go to like jump into conclusion quickly. Okay, and another suggestion is, a lot of students waste their time, right, by doing what, they will read the short text. Okay, they will read the short text. Let's say you read the short text. If you comprehend, if you understood what they are saying in the short text, fine, good, no problem whatsoever. All right. But what if you do not understand the short text? You know what students tend to do? They will say, hey, I do not understand. Let me read again. Let me read it again. Okay. Second time, you do not understand. You know what you do? Let me read for the third time. Maybe I'll get, guys, if one time you don't understand, that means that you do not understand. All right. Why you want to waste your time by reading twice, thrice, like, why you are wasting your time? All right. Instead of doing that, you can do what I did just now. You know what I did? I didn't look at the text. I didn't even read the text. Okay. I was looking at the question because, guys, the instruction says, right? Okay. Read the text carefully, answer the question. Because if you answer the question, you will get the mark. The instruction didn't say that, oh, read the text. Find out what the text is saying. You need to come up with a summary of what the text is saying. You will get 1 mark for this. Did they say that? No. So why you guys are wasting your time by going and reading the text? That's my question to you all. All right. Okay. So guys, reading the text and answering the question is a old way, guys. Okay. It's a traditional method. All right. Okay. We are living in a technological era. We are living in the 21st century. All right. Okay. You guys have to change. All right. You guys go to the question because the question is the one going to give you mark, not the text, not the text. Oh, our teacher says, right. Okay. Oh, read the text and answer the question. Read the text and answer the question. Read the passage and answer the question. So it's autistic in our mind that we have to read and we have to answer them. Yeah, I understand. But we don't want to live in the past, right? Okay. That is totally time wasting, right? Okay. That's why I think that this is the best way, right? Okay. You go here. Oh, the purpose of the advertisement to introduce, okay, our new tea. Oh, yeah. The last line, latest tea. Okay. It correlates. Okay. You keep A. To tell consumer how to identify. Oh, do you see it? Identify? Oh, I don't see it. Identify. Okay, I cancel B. All right. Okay, to improve. Improve the sales. Oh, they didn't talk about that. All right, B, C, no, bye-bye. All right. Okay, I see new T. Okay, latest T. All right, good. All right. And guess what? You have the correct answer, isn't it? You can do this in the matter of 2 minutes, or you want to read the text over again and again. Then you go and waste your time in answering the question. Which one is you want to do is your choice. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying don't read. Okay. Oh, don't waste your time on this. I'm not saying this because some students, they always think that you have to read the text, answer the question. But what I'm saying this is be practical. All right. Be practical. Focus on the question. All right. You can save time. When you save time, later you can come back again to double confirm whether you have chosen the correct answer or not. All right. Okay. That is the first technique for this first part. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next one. All right. Okay. So all these are similar. Right. Okay. Right. Let's go to second part here. All right. Okay. So this is where you have to be. All right. Okay. You have to remember your grammar, tenses. All right. Okay. Parts of speeches. Right. Okay. So and all this thing. Right. Okay. Now let's take a look at this one. All right. Okay. So here. They already given an example. Right. Okay. The pangolin, often referred as to an anthier, right, is an animal usually found in Asia, right? Okay. All right. So here they are starting, right, the sentence with this one, right? Okay. So you see, previously they talk about the pangolin, all right? Okay. They talk about pangolin, all right? Okay. So here they already refer to the pangolin, it, right? Okay. It is referring to the pangolin, all right? Okay. Now let's go to the question, to the answer, right? Okay. So you have if, you have despite, you have since, although, right? Okay, you have if, despite, since, although, right? Okay, so like these all what do you call this, these are the things that you should know, right? Okay, you guys have learned a long time ago, right? Okay, so now let's take a look, right? Okay, if it is sometime, all right? Okay, you know what you guys do? Take that option and put it here, right? And just test it out, right? Okay. If it is sometime mistaken to be a reptile, right? Doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Cancel A, bye-bye A, right? Okay. All right. Despite, okay. Despite it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile. Okay, it is in fact a mammal, right? Okay, so you have to understand that we are talking about, all right, okay, they think this is wrong, right? Oh, sometimes people have this misunderstanding that actually they think that this is a reptile, actually is a mammal, all right? Okay, so you need something, all right, okay, to contrast, all right, contrasting, right? Okay, so we cannot, okay, what you can use this one, right? Although it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile, it is in fact a mammal. All right, okay, although it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile, it is in fact a mammal. All right, okay, so this one, oh yeah, although it's talking about contrasting, all right, okay, to the belief, right? Okay, yeah, then the correct answer here should be D, right? Okay, so that's how you do this one, all right? Okay, but I think talking about close to X, right? I think it should not be any problem, right? Okay, because you guys have done it so many times, all right? Okay, so let's move on to the part 3, right? Okay, part 3, guys. I think reading comprehension, similar, right? I think you all have done so many reading comprehension in your life, and I think all right, there's no need for me to say that, what you have to do and everything, but one suggestion I will always give you, the same suggestion I just give you for your part 1, right? Okay, guys, you look at the text, you see, not everyone, right, okay, likes to read. Not everyone likes to read, because some students, or most of the students, when they read, right, they tend to go to Wonderland, Disneyland, La La Land, all kind of land, Dreamland. I think you all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so if you don't want to fall asleep while reading this, okay, skip this one, all right, skip this one. Kindly go to the question. Teacher, why? All right, why? You know why? Look at question number 19 here. They already say here in paragraph 2. Why you need to read the entire text, then after that you come to the question? Why you want to do that? Why you want to waste your time? Okay, since they already give you an indication that in paragraph 2, you know what you have to do? All right, you look at the question in paragraph 2. Why does the writer use the phrase happily watching her in action? All right, happily watching her in action. Right, okay, yeah, work smart, not hard it is, right? Okay, you all don't want to go, and go to Dreamland, Wonderland, La La Land, or whatever land, isn't it? Right, okay, guys, I'm sorry, like, if you guys think that, well, teacher, our old, I'm not blaming any teacher, right? Okay, all the teachers, they have a different way of doing things, but for me, I'm concerned about the students' time, right? Okay, because student always say to me, teacher, we didn't have enough time, we didn't have enough time, we didn't have enough time. So I'm trying to save you some time, all right? Okay, I'm trying to save you some time and trying to teach you all to be practical, right? Okay, try to be practical, all right? Don't be, traditional. Oh, read the text, go and answer the question, all right? Okay, even if you read the text and you find the text, okay, if you find the text to be really, really good, is it going to give you mark? Oh, I found the reading passage to be other. No way, right? Cancel A, bye-bye to A, right? Okay. She felt contented to be with her mother. Well, it's not been mentioned in the text, okay? He didn't say, oh, I'm very happy, right? I didn't say that, all right? Okay. It's not that, right? Okay. She admired her mother's cooking skill. He's not looking at the cooking skill, right? Okay. Because you know why? He's saying that her mother's routine is very, very busy. All right. Okay. You can see here. All right, okay, you can see here. All right, you see, happily watching. All right, okay, you see her busy daily routine. So it's clearly stated here that he is talking about the routine, because he sees the mother doing a lot of work, right? Okay, so he was like, wow, this author is amazed at the mother. Wow, my mother is like, wow, really good at this, right? Look at her, how she deals with the daily routine, right? Okay, so I think you all know the answer to this. All right, what is the answer? Guys, girls, I think you all easily can know this. The answer is, of course, D. All right. Okay. We are talking about the answers being D. That's it. All right. Okay. All right. Clear. All right. Now let's go to, okay, the next part. Okay. Part 4. Right. Part 4. Okay, class, this is a little bit difficult, right? But it's not impossible to do, right? Okay. So again, you have a long text here, right? Okay. You don't need to read this. Okay. If you're going to read it, you're going to waste your time. All right. Okay. So you need to go and find this one, right? Okay. You need to go and find this one. So in order to find, all right. Okay. So you have to, right, highlight this particular sentence. All right. Okay. So let's say it starts from here. Okay. Start from here. To our horror, the facilitator made it compulsory for everyone to participate. We had no choice but to build up our courage and speak up. This set of the tone for the future activities. Okay, so here this sentence is saying that they were shocked because the facilitator made it compulsory. You cannot escape. All right. Okay. So the what do you call the sentence after the blank is saying that we had no choice. So that means maybe they have done the activity. Okay, they have joined the activity, they have participated in the activity. All right, that could be the possible answer. So you already develop an understanding. All right, now let's come and look for this one. Okay, we should listen to views and ideas of all people. Right. Okay. A looked like possible because they were talking about the you know, like the facilitator made it compulsory, right? Okay. You keep A, right? Okay. B, now I'm more confident about addressing. Okay. This is not logic, right? Okay. They are not talking about joining an activity. Here is talking about now, right? Okay. No. Everyone who attended noticed a huge change in how they behave. It's talking about behavior, not related. D, I was pushed out of my comfort zone. Well, yeah, but here they were talking about V, right? Okay, they are talking about V. So how can be I, all right? Okay, I is not logic, right? I is not logic. So cancel D. All right, we learn about time management and how to handle stress effectively. All right, okay. So here you have V, all right? Okay, and here A also you have V. That's why I asked you to keep A open. All right, okay, keep A open, right? Okay, cancel B, C, D. Right. Okay. F. I really try. Again, I. Okay. Not logic. They are talking about two people there. Right here, they're talking about one. I is not logic. Take out F. I. G also take out. All right. Okay. All right. H. Surprisingly, everybody volunteered to go first. All right. Okay. Surprisingly, everybody volunteered to go first. So A, E, and H looks logic. Okay. So now out of 8 sentences here, you managed to narrow down to 3. Okay. Again, please go and check. All right. Okay. What you think will be the answer, A, E, or H. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's take a look. All right. To our horror, the facilitator made it compulsory for everyone to participate. We had no choice but to build up our courage and speak up. This set the tone for the future activities, right? Okay. So you see here, the facilitator made it compulsory for everyone to participate. All right. Okay. Why they say they have no choice? If other people didn't go and join, all right? Okay. Then you need to go and join also. Right? But maybe when the facilitators say that everyone should join, everyone also join. So now they are saying that, oh my God, everybody join. So we have no choice. Correct or not, class? Right? Okay. So now you come back here, you check that. Right? We should listen. Okay. They are talking about joining activity. So A doesn't look logic. All right. Take out A. E. We learn about time management. Okay. You see, they still haven't joined the activity. How they could have learned about time management? All right. E is not logic. So what is the answer, guys? I think you all know, right? Okay. So H is the answer. Okay. So all this is not possible if you do not think, you do not go and check the sentence prior and the sentence that comes later, right? Okay. After the blank. So you have to develop an understanding. So this is what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. All right. Let's look at the last one. Okay. So because of time constraint, okay, I'd like to show you guys the other papers also. So I think I'll skip doing it. All right. I'll just tell you guys. All right. Okay. And next week, all right. Okay. The following classes, your teacher, Miss Wasugi. right? Okay, she will definitely continue on this, right? Okay, so this today is just an understanding, okay, for you to understand the format, how things work and so on, right? Okay, so when the teacher assign you work and everything, then later you guys can use the strategies and everything. Of course, the teacher will definitely teach you about your strategies and so on, right? Okay, don't worry about that. All right. Okay, now let's take a look at, all right, this one. Okay, so mark your sentence to separate answer sheet, right? Okay, so statement. All right. Okay, so here you have to find out who said this statement. Okay, so I did not enjoy the work initially. So you have to read, okay, and you have to write down the name. Who said this? Okay, class, this is also similar. You have to think, right? You have to look at the statement, then you have to go and find one by one. You have to think and you have to cancel until you find that one answer, right? Okay, the same strategy. All right. Okay, so the last one, 37 to 40. This is something that students find it a little bit difficult, right? Why? Because it's kind of like hard, right? Okay, so you have to use, like from the information from the text. Okay, the information is here, right? Okay, but sometimes you have to, if you want to use your own word, is also possible, but this is very important. No more than one word. No more than one word, right? It's very difficult, I understand, but since you have the information here, right? Okay, it should not be that difficult, right? But you have to find the information, all right? Okay, so I think this is something that you guys are familiar, because you guys have done in your like SPM, in your form 4 and so on, right? Okay, should not be a problem, right? Okay, so that is paper 1, right? Okay, I will stop paper 1. Okay, let's with the remaining time, I'll just show you guys paper 2. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is paper 2. All right. Okay. So as you can see here, paper 2. All right. Okay. So part 1, you receive an email from your friend, Amy, who has just moved to your hometown. All right. So this is the email. All right. Okay. Now write about an email to your friend about 80 words. Okay, class. This one they will give you. So 2. Okay. You can come up with any, email address, right? Subject. So what you have to write? Okay, so you have to you see, he's asking, the school holiday is finally here, let's go to picnic, our friends, what should we go and what we should write? Okay, so the plan, right? Okay, the plan. Okay, maybe, right? Okay, activities. Also you find the appropriate subject, then you write it down here, then you write for 80 words. Okay, all right, so that is part 1. Okay, part 2, like I say, you must write an essay, right? Okay, example, you see, your class has been discussing how they spend their money on, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what would you spend on your money on, right? Okay, so in your essay, you should write about what would you like to buy, reasons for your choice, where do you usually buy these things, teacher, format, how to use introduction, topics, and guys, don't worry about that. As far as you have these 3 main points, good. All right, no problem. All right, no problem. All right, okay, organize. Okay, there are 3 main point there. Maybe you can, all right, okay, give a short introduction. All right, okay, short introduction, first paragraph, first point, second paragraph, second point, third paragraph, third point, then you give a short conclusion. That's it, done. Because it's 150 words, so you should not write a lot, right? Okay, be precise to the point and should be okay. All right, okay, this is not that difficult. Yeah, the difficult part is this one. Right, the difficult part is this one. All right, okay, which is part 3. All right, okay, so you have to choose from this 3. All right, okay, like this question 3, you have to write an article. Question 4, you have to write a review. Okay, question 5, you have to write a story. All right, so you have to choose from one. Of course, you have the format. All right, or your teacher will explain to you the format. All right, okay, so if I were you guys, definitely I'll always go for story, because I like to tell stories. Okay, story is all about imagination, and you can just tell that, right? Okay, so that's why I think that story is the best thing to do, right? Okay, so you have to choose one and you have to write that, right? That's it. Okay, so later your teacher will explain on your, what do you call this, the format for each of these things. Then it should help you to find out which one for you guys to go for. But I will suggest to go for story or article. because both of these are quite easy. Report, it will be a little bit complicated, right? But if you are someone who like to write something complicated, then report is for you. All right. Okay. All right. So I think that's all for this. All right. Okay. We will stop at this one. And okay, the last paper. Okay. I would just like to show you guys one last paper. Okay. Just hold on. Okay. Just hold on. Okay. So the last paper, right? Okay. That's the last paper. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is for those of you just asking for what you call speaking. All right. Okay, so just take a look at this one. Okay. Review. Lewis Kumar is asking, what about review? Review is okay, Lewis, but why I do not recommend review, because review is kind of like difficult, right? If they were asking about a movie review, right, then should not be a problem, right? Okay, but let's say if they're asking about a book review, you know, sometimes, you know, it will be a little bit difficult, right? Okay, that's why I say I'm not saying that you should not go for it. Okay, I'm just saying that if you see the article and the story, right, okay, being better, right, okay, for you, is easy for you, then why you go for something difficult, right? Okay, because, you know, like if the article and the story has, you know, like a better topic for you to write, and you can write a lot, you can elaborate, then why you waste your time on review, which you think you might need to think a lot, right? Okay, you need to come up with some points and everything. That's why I say that, right? Okay, I'm not disencouraging you saying that, oh, don't go for review. I didn't say that. All right, don't take me wrong. All right. Okay, so this is about you know, like what do you call this, speaking, right? Part one, right? Okay, so they will ask you a question like this. Okay, good afternoon, right? They will say, I am, and this is my colleague. She'll just listen to us. First of all, we'd like to know something about you. All right. Okay, simple question. What's your name? Okay, what's your name, right? Okay, where do you live? How do you come to school? All right. Okay, simple thing. All right. Okay, and the second phase, in the first one, they will ask you your daily routine. Okay, simple. So what do you normally do after you wake up? So you guys just answer lah. Normally after I wake up, you know, like, so normally I will brush my teeth, and, you know, so on and so on, right? Okay, then maybe they'll ask you another question, right? Okay, how do you spend your leisure time, right? Oh, well, I do. I spend my leisure time by jogging. You know, sometimes I go for picnic. All right. Okay. I'll just elaborate on that. Okay. So this one should not be that difficult, because you guys are talking about from your personal experiences about your life. All right. Okay. So this should not be that difficult, right? Okay. So part two. Okay. Part two is where, right? Okay, they will give you you know, like a question, right? Okay. Like this. Okay, let me show you this one. All right. Okay, so let's say they give you this one. All right, so they will show you, they will put this in front of you. All right. Okay, so they will ask you, talk about a family celebration you had recently. All right. Okay, you should say, all right, yeah, that's correct, Nazran, right? Okay. Yeah, you see, I'm not encouraging you guys to lie, don't get me wrong. All right. Okay, let's say they ask you a question, that's something that you don't do. Let's say they ask you, what you do, how do you spend your leisure time? And let's say you are someone who doesn't even, you know, like have a leisure time to spend, and you don't do anything, right? You always spend with your work and homework and everything. You see, you cannot tell them, oh, actually, I don't do anything. You cannot say that, right? So of course you have to make up lah, right? You have to make up stories. Okay, you have to make up stories that, oh, well, you know, oh, I do a lot of things, you know, I play badminton with my friends, you know, I usually, you know, go, you know, like jogging with my friends. You know what, the examiner doesn't know you, so you don't worry about it. All right. Okay, the examiner not going to do a background check on you, whether to confirm whether whatever you said is right or anything. All right. Okay, so don't worry about that, right? Don't worry about that. All right. Okay, what you said is correct. Okay. All right, so the part two, so they will give you something like this. Okay, you see, a family celebration. Okay, talk about a family celebration you had recently. Okay, so they also will give you this, you know, you should say what the event was, what you did there, if you enjoy yourself, why or not, why family celebration are important in Malaysia. Okay, you see, it's not like they give you a question and they don't give you any idea, and you have to come up with your own idea, right? And you guys have to talk about it. It doesn't work like that, right? Okay, they will give you some helping, like some prompts to help you in order to think and in order to come up with some kind of like, okay, yeah, some kind of things for you to say. All right, okay, so that's why this is not that difficult, right? Okay, once you finish talking, then they will ask the same question, right? Okay, to your partner. Hey, what do you think about this? So your partner also can say the same thing. Like, yeah, well, I think, yeah, right. Okay, a recent family celebration I had is this and this and this and this and this, and right. Okay, so that is part 2. Okay, so part 3, all right. Okay, part 3 is where they will give you, all right, okay, something like this. Okay, yeah, they will give you something like this. Okay, all right. Okay, so you have to talk about this. Okay, you have to talk about this. Why do you people shop online? All right. Okay, so this is where I told you, you and your partner take turns. Okay, take turns mean, teacher, how? Okay, let's say candidate A. Why do people shop online? In my opinion, I think okay, the main reason why people shop online is time saving, of course. All right, okay, because you don't need to go out and you don't need to, like line up, or queue up, right? Okay, you can buy things, with the click of your mouse, right? Okay, and it's being delivered, right? Okay, so you don't need to take your time and to go outside, okay, and do it physically, right? Okay, so after you say that, right? Okay, don't you think so? What do you think, right? Okay, do you agree with me? Right? Okay, the candidate B can say that, right? Yeah, I do agree, right? Okay, it's time saving. At the same time, I also think that people shop online because convenient. All right, it's really convenient. Okay, because you see, they can compare the prices. All right, okay, they can, like read the reviews. All right, okay, they can make a comparison of the prices. They don't need to go to a lot of shop. In order to do this, they can do it with their, like a mobile phone. All right, okay, then you ask your friend, what do you think about this, right? Yeah, I think you are true. And another reason I think people like to shop online is because no crowds. Okay, people do not like crowds, and with the current situation with COVID-19, I think it's better if we do, shopping without crowd, right? Okay, so yeah, I think it's right. Okay, this is how you engage in a communication with your friend, okay, with your partner. All right, okay, give and take, don't dominate. Okay, don't why do people shop online? Oh, because no crowd. Another thing is time saving. Another thing is a better price. Don't you take all the points and you talk yourself, without giving a chance to your friend. All right, okay, that's not the way. That is not the way. All right, okay, so that's how they give you. All right, okay, after that they will ask you one last question. Okay, example, you see, you've been talking about why do people shop online. Now let's hear your opinion on this. What ways does advertising on social media influence people buying behavior? All right, okay, so this is a totally different question related to that particular topic that they ask you to discuss. All right, okay, so that's how they do this. Okay, guys, so don't worry, don't be like bothered about this, oh wow, teacher, it looks difficult and everything. No, it's not, right? It may look difficult because, why? Any one of you, has never been exposed to this one, right? Okay, that's why it looks like that. All right, okay, well, yeah, it's better if you mention, right? Because you can continue, right? Okay, if the time is already like up, right, the examiner will tell you that, right, that's it, thank you. The examiner will knock the table and will say thank you so much. That shows that you have done your part. All right, okay, so there's no need for you to stop, right? You can talk as long as you want. Right, okay, let the examiner stop you, right? Okay, because if you were to, like stop before the time, then it will be too short, isn't it? Right, okay, so you can talk, right? Okay, but make sure not to say irrelevant things lah, right? Okay, that's the most important thing. All right, okay, all right, guys, your teacher Miss Wasaki will explain more on this. All right, okay, and she will also will try to conduct, or I will like ask her to show you the video of this speaking test. All right, okay, of this Cambridge, because both are similar. So if you watch the video, then you all can understand how the situation and everything, right? Okay, all right, let me show the last paper. All right, before we stop. All right, Mr. Kenneth, I'm sorry. Just give me
It's okay.
another.
Yeah, as long
right.
student can get the knowledge, it's all right.
Yeah. All right, okay, guys, the last paper, right? Let me show you guys on the last paper, all right, which is listening. Okay, all right, okay, so this is the last paper, all right, okay. So you have, like 4 parts for this listening, right, okay. And part 1, right, question 1 to 7, you will hear people talking in 7 different situations, like I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the format, right, okay. Question 1 different recording. Question 2 different recording. Question 3 different recording. Question 4 different recording, right? Okay, you will hear after 1 until 7, then again you will repeat the audio, right? Okay, so you can listen that time, right? Okay, so example, okay, guys, this looks easy, right? But you must understand, you see, listening and answering the question, it's not easy. It's not easy because you know why? You are doing 2 processes here. One is you are processing the information that you listen, all right? Another one is you need to read the question and you need to check the options. So you have to really multitask on this when it comes to listening, right? Okay, so I will suggest the first time you hear, because this is where you need to make use of this advantage that you guys have, where you guys will listen to the recording twice. Okay, when you listen to the recording twice, okay, the first time before you listen, you look at the question first. The girl likes movie, right? Which, okay, so the keyword here, which movie she likes. So then you already know that they're going to talk about movies, right? Okay, so you listen to the audio, right? Okay, you listen to the audio, right? Okay, then you look at it, right? You look at it, okay? Or even better, what do you guys do? When you listen to the first recording, you write down some of the words that you think can help you to find the answer. Write down. Okay, when she talk about the movies, okay, you already know that, the first question is talking about movies. So when you listen in the recording, they're talking about movies, right? You write down whatever information that you think that is very, very important in order for you to find the answer. You write down at the side. It doesn't matter. You write down. You can write down. Okay, once you write down, okay, you move to the second question. All right, don't try to answer question number 1, because you know why? Listening is one thing, you must understand, the audio will not wait for you. All right, okay, let's say you guys are listening, hey, why you're not going for the next question? Because I still didn't find the answer for question number 1, so I'm still waiting for them to mention that to me. If you're waiting like that, you guys will be waiting forever. All right, okay, listening, all right, the audio does not wait for you guys. Okay, so you guys have to keep up with the audio will not keep up with you guys. All right, okay, so quickly, once you guys do that, right, okay, just go to the second one. Okay, third one, the fourth one, right? The second time you hear, that is the time you confirm your answer. All right, the second time is where you confirm the answer. That's why I say you guys have an advantage. You will hear the recording twice. All right, so make use of that advantage. Okay, so that is part 1. Okay, when we go for part 2, this is not like part 1 where you hear separate recording for each of the question. No, only hear one question, but the recording, right? The recording is all about one situation, and you have to answer question 8 until 15 on that particular audio, right? Okay, this is where, right? Okay, but one good news, you will still hear the recording twice. Okay, that is the good news. All right, that is the good news. So you guys listen. All right, okay, again, you highlight the keyword. All right, look at number 8. What is the most important aspect of skateboarding according to Roy? Okay, what is the most important aspect of skateboarding according to Roy? Okay, so the keyword here is important aspect of skateboarding. All right, okay, so you highlight that, right? Or you underline that, right? Okay, then you listen. All right, you listen. Once you already get that, all right, okay, just write it down. Then you check then you move to question number 9, because again, guys, the audio will not wait for you. It will just go like that. If you guys miss question number 8, let's say you guys miss, oh, teacher, I didn't listen. Do not make a mistake of waiting for question number 8 to repeat, right? No, it's not going to, right? You quickly move to question number 9. Quickly move to question number 10, right? Okay, that is the strategy. If you're going to wait, you're going to end up, like missing all the question. All right. Okay. So don't do that. All right. Okay. So I'm sure when you all do listening, right, practice, like your teacher will help you with that. All right. Okay. In the next classes and everything. All right. Let's go to part 3. All right. Okay. Part 3. This is also right. Okay. You will have 5 short extract. All right. Okay. So you have to, look at it carefully. Right. Okay. The first time when you hear speaker 1, right. Okay. You look for it. Look for the option. Okay. You underline the keyword and everything. All right. Then you give a possible right answer. You think speaker 1 could be A, right? B, right? Or D, right? You put that down, right? Okay. Second time you listen, you do the confirmation. Okay. You do the confirmation. All right. That's how you do the confirmation. All right. Yeah. I understand that. All right. Okay. Correct, Amirul. Okay. It's hard to catch when he speaks using an accent. Well, this is a common problem not experienced by, for this SPM, the audio, right? I've listened to the audio. I think they have adjusted to this Malaysian way of speaking. All right. Okay. Whereas in Cambridge, most of the audios will be in like the speakers, all right? The speakers, all right, okay, will be mostly British. And I think you all know how difficult it is to follow a British accent, right? Okay, it's not easy, isn't it? Right? Okay. So in that regards, I would say that you guys have an advantage, because for the SPM, the audio, right? I've listened to the audio, and it's not that difficult, right? Okay, it's not that difficult. It's just that one thing that I found it a little bit hard is the sound. I mean, the sound mean their volume is kind of like low, because they use this intonation up and down, right? Rising and, like falling intonation. So that is the one thing that I find it a little bit difficult. But, you guys have to listen attentively, right? Okay. So the speaker is not the important, right? The important is you find the answer. So you guys don't focus on the accent, you focus on the information. All right. Okay. The data. All right. What is the data, that they are, telling there, right? Okay. That's what you focus on. Okay. If you focus on the accent, you focus on their pronunciation, then it's going to be very hard for you, right? Okay. All right. That is part 3. Okay. Let's go to the last one. Okay, guys. This is the the most toughest one in listening. All right, part 4, right? Students, like when I was doing this with some of the students that I'm teaching, they were like, oh my God, teacher, this is this. I totally understand, right? I totally understand. But okay, let me show you, let me tell you a technique for this one. All right. Okay, you see, no more than one word, right? No more than one word, right? Okay, guys. If you are really focusing for that particular one word, you guys will be in trouble. So my suggestion is, when they play the audio, all right, when they play the audio, all right, okay, you guys just write down all the information that you think is important. Okay, whatever information that you think is important, all right, or you just highlight. All right, okay, here he was worried about is, okay, being too small. Okay, here they're talking about small. Okay, maybe a thought, maybe a feeling. All right, okay, so you just highlight that, and you just write down, if they mention anything about, oh, I feel ashamed, all right, okay, I feel inferior, all right, okay, of being too small, right? Okay, yeah, so you just write down, right? Just write down, right? Okay, once you already write down, okay, the second time you hear the audio, that time you have options to choose from. Okay, because one of the students said that to me that day, teacher, I've listened to the audio and it's so hard, and some of the blanks I just leave it empty because I really don't know what to write. Guys, girls, don't do that. Okay. Something is better than nothing. Okay. You never know. When you leave the blank empty, you guys are, like you don't even have the chance to get it correct. But if you write some answer, who knows? You may ended up being lucky. All right. Maybe your answer is right. Maybe it's accepted. All right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Right. So how to do that? Teacher, how to write, something if we miss whatever we listen. That's why I say when you are listening, right? Just write down whatever you think that can be helpful for you. All right. The second time you listen to the audio, you will know if you have written down any of the option that is the answer, you can just take that answer and just put that. But let's say you don't have the answer that you're looking for. At least you can choose from that and just put in the blanks instead of keeping it empty or instead leaving it empty. All right. Okay. Don't leave empty space. All right. Okay. That's what I would say. Right. Okay. All right. So that is part 4. Right. Okay. Like I say, is the hardest part. I understand, but practice makes us better, right? Okay, so the more you practice, the more better you become, right? Okay, that's all I can say. All right, okay, so don't worry about it. All right, I'm sure Miss Wasugi will help you all with practice and so on, right? Okay, don't worry about that, right? Okay, I think I'll stop that. All right, okay, now any questions? Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I know that I've exceeded the time allocated, all right, okay, from 8 to 9:30, but it's just that I do feel that for me, if I don't give you all this information, I don't feel happy, I don't feel satisfied, right? Okay, I'm that kind of person, right? Okay, so before we end our session, right? Okay, is there anything that you all want to ask? Anything that you all are not clear? Maybe you guys are like, teacher, this is something that we are not that clear about. Anything? You all are most welcome. You all are most welcome. Thank you so much. But any question, class? Any question? No question, huh? All right. Okay, I'll keep my promise. Okay. Just now I told you that you see when most of you are talking about this pronunciation, you guys are worried that what if our pronunciations are not correct? All right. Okay. What if we do not talk the right way? What about vocab and everything? Okay. Okay, guys. I just share my experience, just to give you a motivation. All right. Okay. Just to say that English is not that hard, right? Okay, like some student think, right? You see, I don't like English at all. I hate English, right? Until form 4, I know you all won't believe this, but this is a true story. I cannot speak a single word of English. I can't speak at all. Okay, until form 4, I was 16 at the time. All right. Okay, I can't speak at all. Yeah, this is a true story, right? This is a true story. I can't speak at all. Why? First of all, I don't like English. I'm very mischievous during my time at school. All right. Okay, and all the English teachers I had, right? Okay, they all have given up on me, and they say that starting from my standard 6. All right. Okay, my standard 6 teacher tell that, oh, you are useless. Right. Okay, form 1, oh, you are an idiot. All right. Okay, form 2, the English teacher say that, oh, you are stupid. Right. Okay, form 3, get out from the class. Okay, form 4, you will never form 3, right? Okay, you will never speak English in your life, you are totally useless, right? Okay, this is what the feedback I got from my English teachers. Okay, because I'm very mischievous, I don't like English, I don't want to speak in English, and I don't understand English. So that's what my impression about my English, right? Okay, all this changed in form 4 when I had a teacher. Okay, she gave a work and I didn't do the work. Right, because I don't know how to do it, right? I don't know how to do it, right? Okay, when the teacher came and asked me why I didn't do the work, and you know what, I don't even know how to tell her that I don't know how to do the work. That's why I didn't do the work, because I don't know how to say the word I don't know. I was that bad. I was literally hopeless. Okay, because she's asking me question, so I don't know what to say. You know what I say? I use my hand and I tell her, I made a hand gesture saying that I don't know, right? So I thought this teacher is going to say the same thing, that, like, just what do you call, leave the classroom or whatever. I'm already halfway through. I already prepared. I already took my books and everything. I'm about to go out of the class until the teacher says something surprising. The teacher said, "Oh, you do not know." Then I told the teacher, okay, I made, like a gesture, right? Okay, like, yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? I do not know. And the teacher said something, "How will help you?" So I was like, wow, this is the first teacher that, tell me something positive, compared to all the others who give me bad remarks, like negative remarks, right? Okay. So because the teacher want to help me, right? Okay. And I'm kind of lucky because the teacher was an Indian, right? Okay. And I went to her and I spoke to her in, of course, Tamil language, right? I asked her, why you want to help me, teacher, right? Okay. I can't even speak English, right? Okay. Why you want to help me? She said, because I want to help you, right? I want to help you. I believe that you can speak in English. Please help. Then I asked the teacher, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Because she was so helpful. She was so good at me, right? Okay. So I was willing to do whatever she asked. She asked me only one thing, which until today class, I'm following it, right? You know what's that? Please speak. But I told, what? Speak in English? I said the same thing that you all said. What? Teacher, my English is broken. I cannot pronounce the word. I cannot say the word. I don't have vocabulary, right? Okay. My tone is totally out, right? Okay. People will laugh at me. People will make fun of me. People will bully me, right? Okay. All this thing will happen, right? Okay. So how, teacher? The teacher said, if you speak in English, broken English, bad pronunciation, grammar, vocab, whatever it is, let's say people laugh at you. Why do you care? The teacher asked me one question. Why do you care? Please don't care about people. Let them laugh. Let them laugh like a baby, right? Let them, like cry blood. Let them do whatever they want. You just continue with your broken English. One day, your broken English will become better. Okay. And you know what? She's right. She's right. Okay. So I didn't stop speaking in English. My English, broken English, was the worst of the worst, right? But I didn't stop, okay? I didn't care about the pronunciation. I didn't care about the vocab. I didn't care about the fluency. I didn't care about the grammar. I didn't care about the tone. You know what? I just speak, okay? So that's how I improve my English, and I'm sitting here in front of you as an English teacher. Yeah, all right, okay. So people say that this is impossible. Nothing is impossible if you try. Nothing is impossible if you try, right? Okay, so that's what I try to say to you guys, right? Okay, when it comes to speaking, right? Okay, I know that you all have your fears, right? Okay, I know that you have your butterflies in your stomach, all right? Okay, I know that. But if you always care about what other people think about that, then there is no way that you could succeed. Okay, forget about what others think about you. What you think about yourself, that is important. What, all right? Okay, you see, who we are is not important. We can be anyone, but what we can do is very, very important. Right? Okay, that's what I believe in that, right? Okay, so you don't worry about your pronunciation, don't worry about your, your broken English, or don't worry about your vocab, don't worry about anything. Just express yourself and things will fall into place. Okay, and I am sure you guys will do great. Okay, so it's just that, take this, the word from me. All right, this is a true story. All my students know this story. All right, okay, including Miss Vasuki also knows about it. Right, okay, so yeah, so that's me. Right, okay, and if someone who can't even speak a single word of English is sitting in front of you and giving a workshop about English, I'm sure you guys can do much more better than myself, right? Okay, I'm sure you guys are way better than myself. All right, okay, all right, okay, all the very best. Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity given. All right, okay, though it may be a last minute, all right, okay, when Miss Vasuki informed me it's kind of like last minute, if I did not, give you enough information on something, if I didn't, help you guys in anything, I'm really, really sorry. I apologize. If whatever I said that, like something that I said that, could have, mean something wrong, right? Okay, I do truly apologize, and take care, stay safe, all the very best, and take a good care of yourself. All right, okay, stay healthy. That's the most important thing. All right, okay, that's it. Thank you so much. And Mr. Kenneth, I think I'm done. I'm really, really sorry
hey,
for
it's okay,
the
Mr. too.
yeah.
It's okay. As long as students
Yeah,
they get to
yeah,
know
it's just that
more
because
knowledge.
like yeah, I know that it's like 2 hours, but sometimes like I truly like I don't want to take your time. It's
Nah, it's okay.
everybody's
It's
time
okay.
is very
Understand.
valuable.
Understand. All right. All right.
Okay,
So,
thank
all
you so
right.
much.
All right. So, thank you, Mr. Mutu, for the sharing.
All right,
So, it's the
no
end of the
problem.
workshop already.
All right,
So, hope
okay.
students today can get more knowledge and get a good result during the exam. So, don't forget to stay tuned on our upcoming revision, which is on tomorrow, mathematics and MS lah. So, thank you and see you guys next time lah. All right. So, thank you, Mr. Mutu again.
All right,
All right.
welcome.
Thank
No
you.
problem. All welcome. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.
Bye bye.